Lewis, congratulations, well done. The crowd is cheering for you even more than for Alonso. How does it feel in Spain?
Oh yeah, well they're Brits, that's why. I don't know where the Spanish are, but they're all British, so,
okay, so that's why.
there's no more.
How does it feel to? I mean, you were so there was a huge gap between you and your teammates.
Yeah, it felt good today. It was a very, very strong weekend for me, and one I was very, very happy with. But me and my team, my engineers, we did a great job together, and I think we need more of weekends like this where we just all pull together and we extract the maximum from the car. So the race felt really strong. There was never a moment I was relaxing. I was pushing the whole way. Really just I was really trying to work on this relationship that I have, this feel that I have with the car and the balance, and trying to perfect that. Still need more time, still more to come, more improvements to be made, but happy with what we've got so far.
Thank you so much. Pierre, I'm so sorry about what happened. On your point of view, can you explain how did it go?
Yeah, I saw Romain span on the outside of turn 3, and then was massive smoke everywhere. I saw some space on the inside. I tried to go there, and then suddenly it just came back towards me and took me out. So I don't know exactly what's happened to him, but just a shame not to be able to fight for something today.
On the TV picture, it looked like you took it really calm. Can you stay calm in these kind of situations? I mean, you have to react really quickly and make the decisions.
I don't know, it's difficult to explain what's happening and how you feel in this kind of moment. So I don't know, I was just disappointed because of course we started pit well, which was a good position on the grid, and I was disappointed not to be able to fight. So even if everything happens, in the end I was safe. It was okay, like quite big impact, but I was safe. I was just disappointed for the crash and not to be able to fight it.
Thanks so much.
All the corners.
Yeah, well, once the rear end was gone, it was difficult to recover it. I tried to stay on throttle just to spin the car and make sure that I would go in a good direction as soon as possible, because you don't want to face the other one, and if I was going to brake, I would face anyway. It didn't work. I think anyway, once the car is gone, it's not anymore in your hands.
You certainly do a bit of luck and a clean race, because it's been a long time since you scored points. Japan last year, I think.
Yeah, it's a long time, and it's not what we wanted, especially after Baku. You know, it's not a good stretch for me. It's great to see Kevin out there doing a good race and being able to score some good points. But yeah, I wanted an easy row, I wanted a steady race, and obviously it didn't work.
Which worked, but you could see that they were just quicker today. Lewis at the beginning was taking off, and not much chance for us.
Sebastian, really good start for you, but what was the turning point for the race?
I think already the first stint we were just not quick enough, not able to follow Lewis' pace, and it was too easy for Valtteri to stick with us. After that, I think we tried our best, and we couldn't. From where we pitted, we couldn't get the one stop to work.
What positive things can you take to Monaco in 2 weeks?
Oh, I mean, it's up and down. Obviously, we had good weekends. This one was maybe less good, but for Monaco, I think we go back to the tyres we had before, which this weekend we seem to struggle a bit.
Chaotic start and then one retiring McLaren. Is it good just to get a few points on the board?
Yeah, definitely. I think we have to be happy right now. We had a plan beforehand, which was attacking the first couple of laps. We had the red tire, so we had to gain positions there and then stop very early with that tire. And we found ourselves, unfortunately, that we lost positions at the start, and we lost position in 10-2. So at that point, I thought the points were impossible today, to be honest. So right now, being 8th, I have to be happy. I didn't want to ask what was the problem with the Stoffel, because I wanted to have my mind with no worries. But 5 races, 5 times in the points, we have to be happy.
Excuse, but I got the green, let's say, so the VSC. It was like get ready, then it went go, just as I was through the hairpin, turn 10. So I think I saw it, and I just basically got on the throttle too early, and with cold tyres I just spun. So I mean, I was already behind the others, I think, and that just really put me back. But there was moments of really strong pace, like really strong. A few 1:18s in there, but it was just so hard to get it. It was really, really difficult. When I was able to just get it, the car obviously was very fast, but 1 out of probably 5 laps it was like that, and the other 4 I was nearly spinning or in the gravel. So just there's a lot of potential, but just too difficult to nail it every lap for now, and very twitchy. So look, there's pros and cons, but the race as a whole was rather boring for me, and just trying to tick off the laps at the end.
So is that a bit head scratching, or do you just think it's a one race situation? Let's get to Monaco where you should be good.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. You know, I think every year there's some races where you do a bit of head scratching, but I don't think it's that extreme. It was just a little bit of an accumulation of events today, and I mean, obviously the new updates on the car, I think in a way it has been more tricky to drive this weekend, but as we saw, there are some laps where we can put in some blistering laps, so there's probably more positives than negatives to come. I think the positive is if we can find how to get that what we call window a little bit more open, and we can find that performance more easily, then we've got a fast car.
Thank you. Cheers. Have been, just as we were saying these words, you then came on team radio and it sounded like you had a problem, but thankfully the story had a happy ending.
It had a happy ending, a tricky ending, because it meant that I had to back off in turn 3, losing nearly half a second every lap. But thanks to that, I managed to make it to a finish in front of a McLaren, just behind a Haas. That Haas was, as we saw in testing here, they were definitely stronger than us. And very happy because we've done a lot of progress and we can be very proud.
You've really got some momentum going in this car in front of your home fans, and you've moved a place up in the Constructors' Championship as well. Does it feel as good as it looks?
It is better. It's getting better every weekend. By my side, at least in my side of the garage, we're making a lot of progress. I think I've been the midfield driver to get most points in the last 2 races, so that's a good signal also. And now we're going to Monaco, one of my favorite tracks, so let's keep pushing.
Well done.
Charles, well done. You scored some points. Was it a good race for you?
Yeah, it was definitely a good race. We've had an amazing start. And quite tricky race, because sometimes I could see some spit of water in the first sector, so you never know. Especially just after the pit stops, I was really scared that it was starting to rain, so we had to do another pit stop and lose so much. But luckily the weather stayed with us, with the sun or clouds, but at least dry. And we finished in 10th place, which is second weekend in a row where we score points. On a track like this where we expect it to be so far, feels amazing.
It was amazing weekend, end of the weekend for you. Do you feel that you have grown as a driver now? We only have had like 5 races, but you seem to be really strong.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have grown. After the first 3 races, I already saw some critics about me that I was taking time, but at the end, I mean, 3 races is nothing in Formula 1, and I'm pretty happy to have got to speed now. There's still so much to learn, obviously, but I'm very happy about our 2 last races.
Thank you, well done. That was a tricky race for many retiring, but you did a good one.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a very tough weekend for us, struggling so much for pace. And today I did a good start. I went in the inside and managed to get a lot of position. But then into turn 3 there was so much dust or oil on the exit where Grosjean spun that I lost like 5 positions. I nearly lost the rear end, so then I had to recover from there. I was struggling a lot with the soft compound. Then we went into the medium and things were looking a lot better. But then again, in the end, we went into the soft compound and it was very poor. But I think I had some damage with the car in the later laps because I hit that debris and I was having tremendous vibrations on the front of the car.
Yeah, how much was that affecting actually? There was some debris on the circuit.
Yeah, I think I was the one that took it out, you know. I couldn't see it because I was right behind Ericsson, so a bit of a shame on that. But I think on a bad day to score 2 points is not too bad.
Good race for you. Can you tell us through your race, please?
Yes, it was a good race in general. I think straight away we had the pace. It's just difficult to follow on this track, and we just kept the pressure on to Kimi. And then he had a problem, of course. And then I could do my own race, to be honest. So, I think the pace of the car was good. Then, of course, Sebastian pitted. I think he was running out of tyres, but then I knew I still had quite fresh tyres, so it would have been anyway very hard for him to get past. And he didn't, and I was just controlling the gap, so all good.
All good. Now heading to Monaco. How excited are you about the Monaco Grand Prix?
yeah, I think we have a good chance there. So hopefully our car will work well. But yeah, we just have to make sure that we set it up well, and then for sure we can have a good weekend.
Thank you so much. Tell us about your race today.
Yeah, P11. I mean, I think it was a good race, no points, but good start again, a lot of positions, and then you know, suffering the pace a little bit, but we managed.
What positives can you, it has been a tricky weekend, but what positive things can you take back when we go to Monaco in 2 weeks?
Well, Monaco's another circuit, so I'm just happy with the race I did. I think I did another good start, gained a lot of positions, and you know, and then I was just steady running. I did everything I could with the car I had, and just missed out on points. But all in all, I think it was still a very good race.